Welcome, everybody. Bienvenidos a todos. We want to thank you guys for tuning in to our first ever episode of the Weight Cut Podcast. And tonight, we're going to break down UFC 280. Again, it's going to be live on October 22nd. The prelims start at 10 a.m., I believe, Anthony?
10 a.m. Yep.
10 a.m. And the main card is at 2 p.m. Eastern. That's New York City time. We're super excited. We cannot wait. So much to talk about. We love this sport. We love sharing this sport to you guys, our listeners. So, yeah, with that being said, I'm your host, Joel Diaz, and this is my co-host, my brother, Anthony Ventura. So let's get right into it. Anthony, how are you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm very excited about the show. It's been in the pipeline for a while, a couple months, and here it is. On one of the biggest cards of the year. We're super excited.
Man.
It's been maybe a month and some change that we've seen the last pay-per-view. So let's get into it with the featured prelim. It's not even on the main card.
Yeah. We're going to start with the featured prelim bout because we're super excited about this fight. There they are. There are our guys.
There's our guys.
We have the number 8 ranked Sean Brady fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania versus the number 5, the Big Daddy himself, Belal, Bully B, remember the name, Muhammad, fighting out of Chicago, Illinois. Both of these guys on a win streak. Brady is actually undefeated at 15-0. And Belal, how many has Belal won?
He's won 21 and 3 losses.
How many has he won in a row?
Oh, 3, but technically 7 because he fought Leon Edwards and he got the eye poke, which was a no contest. So if you don't count that, it's been 7 in a row. And it's a very interesting fight to me. Both very decision fighters. They make it to all 3 rounds. Don't really know that Bully has a good, real clear path to victory. But I do like Bully B's cornerman, Khabib Nurmagomedov, aiming for that Coach of the Year. He will be in the corner coaching Bully. So we'll see what he has in the corner with Khabib, but I think Sean Brady's a clear-cut winner here. I just don't see. I don't see Bully B's takedown accuracy really affecting the takedown defense that Sean Brady does have.
Got you, man. Hey, man, the fact that Khabib's going to be in his corner, that's crazy. That's huge. I mean, I can't believe. I don't know where that connection came from. I don't really know about that, but that's awesome that he's going to have Khabib there. Khabib's obviously going to be there for Islam, so it's cool that he's also going to be there for Bully that night. So, wow. Yeah, that helps a lot having one of the best lightweights and UFC fighters and MMA fighter, in your corner. One of the best of all time to ever do it in Khabib Nurmagomedov. But, a little bit about this fight. There's a little history here. These guys were originally scheduled to fight on December 2020 on the Wonderboy Thompson versus Jeff Neal card. And Brady actually had to pull out of that, and he withdrew from the fight. Undisclosed reason. We assume it's an injury, but we're not really sure. Again, let's talk about Belal. He's fighting out of Chicago. This guy's got 4 knockouts. He's got 1 submission. He's got 16 decisions, 1 no contest that you touched on, the Leon Edwards. 34 years old. He's 5'11", 72-inch reach, and he's got his last 3 wins are, his most notable wins. Vicente Luque. He got the decision on 3. His last 3 fights were unanimous decisions over Vicente Luque, Stephen Thompson, and Damian Maia. And obviously, Luque previously had KO'd him in the first round in 2016. The only time Belal's been finished, he's been a pretty durable fighter. With that being said, those wins, as impressive as the names are, you think about it, Luque was just recently finished by Jeff Neal. Stephen Thompson, 39 years old. I think he's lost. Well, he's lost 2 in a row now because he lost to Gilbert and then he lost to Belal. And obviously he's on his way out. And Damian Maia, who is no longer even in the UFC at like 42, 43 years old, obviously was a great grappler, had some notable wins. Jorge Masvidal comes to mind. Damian Maia was able to defeat him. So, as impressive as the names on that list are, I want to say that those wins were against fighters who were a little bit out of their prime. Luque could bounce back. Luque's still young, but obviously Luque's on a skid right now.
Yeah.
So that's where, I can look at a Sean Brady who is 29 years old. This guy, he's 5-0 in the UFC, fighting out of Philly, like we said. He's got 4 submissions. He's got 3 knockouts. He's got 8 decisions. A Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He stands 5'10" with a 72.5-inch reach. And obviously his big win was against Michael Maverick Chiesa, who's been a perennial contender at lightweight and at welterweight for many years now. So, I mean, with that being said, you say you're taking Brady?
I think I'm taking Brady. I think it's going to be a decision fight. I mean, if you see the percentages, one's 97% goes decision, the other one's 96%. A lot of implications for the title at welterweight, with now Leon Edwards being the new champ, and don't really see a clear-cut path for victory for Bully, and I just see Sean Brady just being, I mean, he's 15-0. I mean, he hasn't lost yet. I think he's still hungry. I got Sean Brady at unanimous. That's what I got.
Right on. Well, the experience is definitely on Belal's side as far as the UFC comes. This is Belal had already 10 UFC fights before Brady even made his debut. So these guys, they both have the good wrestling. They both have stand-up. The cardio. Sean Brady has recently had surgery on his nose, so he can now breathe out of both nostrils. He said that was an issue in the Michael Chiesa fight, where it looked like he did gas in the third round, although he still was able to walk away with the decision. Nonetheless, so that clear path to victory that Belal's had in his last three, with just that wrestling heavy approach against primarily strikers. Well, Damian Maia is a grappler, but again, 42, 43 years old, way past his prime. So that clear path to victory is not there against Sean Brady. And at 34, I think that we know who Belal is. We know the type of fighter he is. He's just a really good wrestler that gets a lot of decisions. There's a lot more upside in Sean Brady at 29, undefeated. And he just looks like he's on his way to that top 5 and potentially a future title contender, if not champion. So, yes, again, I'm going to agree with you on this. I'm going to say Sean Brady by unanimous decision. I don't think this is going to be a close fight. Belal's fights have either been he's either clearly won or he's clearly lost when you look back at his record and his fight resume. So I see Brady just dominating this fight and getting the UD. Yep.
I mean, his takedown defense is 80%, Sean Brady's. And that's the only path that he has to victory is for Bully B to take him down. If he just stops takedown for 3 rounds, Sean Brady has it.
Thanks for watching the first segment of our show, previewing UFC 280, live at Abu Dhabi, 2 p.m. on Saturday. Presented to you by The Weight Cut and Primo's Productions, OBX. Click here to watch a previous video, and click here to watch the next segment of our show. Thanks for watching. Tune in soon.